my name.
DeOndre.
DeOndre.
Who DeOndre?
DeOndre.
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 The one and only.
When they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out.
About 6 months ago, I made a video talking about the two Instagram influencers who shockingly got caught with over 200 pounds of cocaine in their car's floorboards. I'm going to go back into that well of information today because just like Christmas, these two are the gifts that keep on giving. And that there has been an official update with these two. These two Instagram influencers that I'm referring to are Racquelle Dolores Anteola and Melissa Dufour. Now, they were arrested in June while driving on Interstate 10 in Mobile County, Alabama. They were driving a Ford Expedition with Texas dealer plates from Houston to Atlanta when they were pulled over. Cops asked them pretty much what they were doing and, you know, where they were coming from. Their stories didn't match up. So obviously this sparked a little bit of concern between the cops that were there, and they brought out the canine. The canine sniffed the car, to which they eventually found drugs all over the car, hidden in all of these little compartments all throughout the car, right? Now, it's been a little while, and the update for these two drug lords, according to sources, are that they both are pleading guilty. They're facing 10 years to life in prison and will have to pay $10 million in fines. That's a lot of cash. That's a lot of moolah. That is a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog coins. Now, the thing that shocks me most about this is that according to their indictment, these two have been involved in drug trafficking since November of 2022. So for essentially a year and some change, these Instagram models have been flying under the radar, walking amongst us like aliens and Men in Black. And what's even crazier is that rather than keep a low profile and stay out the way and stay out of the public eye, they decided to become Instagram influencers with pretty big followers. I mean, I believe Racquelle has even written songs for the likes of Tinashe, Lil Dino, Ken Crew, Chloe Bailey, and even the Chris Brown. Like, I mean, now granted, I believe Rocky, you know, she used to do music with well-known hip-hop producer Hitmaker. For a lot of y'all who kind of go a little bit further back, y'all may know him as Young Berg when he used to rap. I know I just kind of fucked a lot of y'all heads up, but yeah, you know, they used to make songs together. Rocky and Hitmaker. Yeah, so she's, you know, pretty well known throughout the music business, music industry. And so it was a pretty big shock in the music industry alone for those that knew her to have seen this story. You know, she was a singer, right? She would sing on her Instagram accounts and talk and all that stuff. And her partner in crime, Melissa, was no stranger to the spotlight either. As I mentioned in my previous video about them, Melissa owned her own fitness clothing line called Sexy Sweats. And in fact, she was on shows such as like different radio shows and even daytime TV, right? Like the Cassandra show, I believe. I've never heard of that show, but you know, she was on it, right? She was on there. But it's just so crazy to me. Like, if you look at them, you really wouldn't expect for them to be involved in shit like this. Like drug trafficking? Like, really? And it's not like it's, you know, a little weed, right? A couple grams of weed, you know, a couple edibles in the car, some shit like that. Like that's like this damn near, like the shit they got caught with, like that's damn near El Chapo levels of weight. And, you know, they were moving it. And this was clearly not the first time they did shit like this before. Like, they've been doing this shit since November of last year, which means that they have had some successful outings during their little field trips together and have done well enough that somebody, you know, somewhere high up in the food chain was able to trust them with over 200 pounds of cocaine on the road. Now, some people were speculating as to, you know, how they were possibly pulled over in the first place. Some say it's from simply speeding. Others say it's from racism, maybe, because they were pulled over in Alabama, which, you know, I mean, I don't live in Alabama, but from what I understand, it's heavily racist down there. Others may say it's from a tip that the cops may have received. I mean, the reason could be any mix of those, honestly. But the overall point of this video was to provide an update to the story that I posted about 6 months ago. From what I gathered, they haven't snitched on anybody or anyone. They haven't given up any names as to who they were working with and possibly, who gave them the drugs in the first place. No one else has been implicated in this. But man, oh man, just let this be a lesson that everything that glitters isn't gold, and that you, yes, you need to be very careful of who you follow and put your support behind, because you never know what people are doing behind the scenes, man. Seriously. I mean, it's crazy to me, right? It just still blows my mind to this day. But I didn't want to make this video that long, but this just came across my desk and I just had to kind of, get up on here and talk about it with y'all. But man, that's it. That's it, y'all. Peace.